You all got things that where you don't really have to think too much about it. You're just, let's say, compelled, but in a positive way, to do it. It could be, for instance, Armando was talking about very, very high quality chocolate. Is there certain very high quality chocolate that if someone was to offer it to you in some form, that you would just not even have to think about it, you'd just be there? Yeah. So the first thing you do is you get the person to make a large associated image of that. So what would it be like if you had some of that right here, right now, literally, so you could almost reach out and touch it? What's that like as you think of that? Okay. So, and the thing to do with this first one is, we'll call this experience A, is, the thing to do with experience A is, hang on a second. But it's interesting, isn't it? As soon as people get strong feelings going, they'll often reach for something. Well, it's a way of doing something. Yeah, people like to. A lot of people want to be able to control those feelings, and sometimes if something's a really strong, if it compels you, then to some extent, it's almost like it's slightly out of your control. It's not actually. You can do things with it because you guys are learning about how to. That's what this is all about. But it can be powerful. So, okay, we'll put that to one side. Put that to one side for a second. Now, I know there are other things that you sort of know you ought to do, but they're kind of difficult to motivate yourself to do. You've got some things like that? Now, I used the word ought to. Let me put it this way. Are there some things that you do or that you know you've got to get around to doing, but that actually would be really nice if you looked forward to doing them and wanted to do them rather than having to force yourself to do them? Is there anything like that? Okay, if you choose one of those things as an example, can you choose one? Okay, what I'd like you to do is to make a disassociated picture of you doing that. So see yourself doing that thing. Doing that thing. Yeah? Do you see that? Okay, and now what I'd like you to do is the following. I'd like you to open up almost like a slit just in the center of that picture. And behind it, you're going to see the thing that you're really compelled towards. And I want you to open it up a little bit until you can start to feel being drawn towards it, and then close it again. Yeah, now close it. Okay? So you can just see the dissociated picture of you doing the thing that you want to do. Okay? Then open up the slit again and see the chocolate behind it. That's right, then close it again. Okay, now open your eyes. Okay, now do it one more time. Get the picture of the thing you want to do. And then open up the slit just so you can see the chocolate again. Maybe a little bit more this time, a little bit more. That's it, and then close it again. That's right.
Close it.
Close it. Just close it. Okay, now how is it when you think about the thing which formerly you wanted to be able to do? How's it when you think about that? How do you feel about it?
A piece of cake.
Does it seem different?
A piece of chocolate cake.
Cool.
Do you see yourself doing that task with chocolate in your hand?
No, because that was the thing we just worked about. But I don't know, before when I thought of doing that, I felt a little bit of...
And now when you think of it?
It is not there.
Okay. When's the next time you're going to be doing that thing?
Sometime between Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh, okay, great. Let us know.
Sure.
Let us know. It's a very quick thing. The interesting thing about these submodality pieces is the unconscious nature of them. I was once with some friends, and someone had brought along, this was when I used to eat sugar, someone had brought along a whole bunch of those, you know those Lindt chocolates? Those Swiss chocolates, and they've got these ones that are individually wrapped squares of them with paper, all different, and it's all different colors because they've got white chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate with hazelnuts. They've got all the different sorts. And I was sitting there chatting with these friends, and they offered me. I had one, and I had another one. And pretty soon I had like 5 wrappers, and I'm like, oh God, this is embarrassing.
Hide a few of the wrappers.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'd push them next to one of the kids. But I thought this was embarrassing, so I leaned back and I did a quick compulsion blowout with it, because I thought this is, I'm quickly installing a compulsion for Lindt chocolate. I did it, and then I sort of forgot about it. And I suddenly realized we got to the end of our chat and stuff, which was like an hour later, and I hadn't had another one. But I hadn't thought of having another one. I hadn't tried not to have another one. I just hadn't. Because the unconscious, which had sort of had some kind of involvement in it happening in the first place, had said, oh, okay, I can do this differently now. And it's sort of the same with these things. You might find that it's not like it's any big deal or something, that you just suddenly find yourself, having done it. Or having done it 10 times and thought nothing of it, then suddenly go, oh my God, I used to have to make myself do that.